Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Amos Bobtina. Welcome back to the episode we have today. Amnesia Dark Descent. طالما أردت أن أجرب هذه اللعبة راح نجربها مع بعض. أنتم راح تكونون معي هنا، فأتمنى لكم وقتا سعيدا مع هذا الجيم بلاي. Okay, let's start.
The name of this level is Rainy Hall, and it's supposed to be a combination of atmosphere setter and tutorial for the player.
Okay.
We wanted the player to start the game in a slow way so they could settle in and get used to how the game works. Amnesia is not a game with constant action happening all the time. We wanted to have a constrained map where the player gets used to this. The only thing you need to do is to follow the track and get to the end of the level.
Okay.
Also, following tracks is something that becomes very useful in later levels, so we try to teach players this from the start.
اوكي، فتش الغرفة على ما يبدأ انهم يتكلمون، يقولون يعني هذه اللعبة يعني حاطين لكم مؤثرات بحيث ان اللاعب يختبر الشيء ذا والله الله. alright. عطاه. اوكي، ثانك يو. كفو، واصل ابو مانش. اشكرك يا المهم اسمك رهيب. اوكي نبدأ. طيب شوي بسوي بس الجرافيكس بصراحة ما أشوف شيء. أوه آخر شيء معقولة. أوكي يلا، أهم شيء أنتوا تشوفون يا شباب. أوه مكنسة أكنش نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف نظف. اوكي فتحت. اوكي لوحة جميلة ومؤثرات صوتية رهيبة وصورة واحدة تعزف مدري رجال ايوه ها يرعى البقر. اوكي يس سايمون جبيل of course. alright. واو في واحد يجري طيب الرجال خايف ليش؟ يا ليل وش اللي صار؟ طيب طاح. قم ابن الهر جاك. وش ده؟ غبار. What the hell؟ طيب اوكي، الغبار هو العدو اللدود لي، ذاك لازم ننتبه يا شباب. الغبار على ما يبدو فيه غبار كثير في ذا اللعبة. حالة تنتبهون. اوكي باب ينفتح من نفسه، حاجة جميلة بصراحة. خلوها على جنب بس ما ادري فينا. اوكي غدر، ماني احب الغدر بصراحة، تغديره مش حلوة. مش اما اي افتح. لا ما في كفو. طيب ايش اللي داخل؟ يا المفاجأة. حرام بكلب. هلا فيك يا اخ بجكيد جلد. حياك، نشوفك على خير. اهم شيء لا اوصيك في اللايك والدعم والهذا والمخدة مدري مخدة ملابس. المهم تحياتي لك، حياك الله. اقصد نشوفك على خير. المهم واو انه beware of standing in the darkest simply it slowly drain turn lights environment. طيب فين يشغل نور؟ اوكي اشعل نور. oh my god I can feel it. ده كرسي لا لازم نحطه هنا. طيب كيف نقدر نحركه؟ تعال. اوف ما اقدر افحص الشيء يعني كذا ولا. واو يو قرب انت ام الثريا. يمديني اشعلها. ما يمدي. طيب ما زالت صورة الفجعة هذه. اوه ماي جاد. الله ينعى وجهي حزينة. تسلم يا عزيزي. والله الشخص ده شكله هو اللي جايب العيد. دار الموتى مساكين، ودائما هو يبي يطلع له، يبي ينزلهم ولا بيطلع لهم. دي محزنة. جاهزة على الفطور ولا جاء زوجها وشنقوها في الأخير. المهم ما علينا، خلينا نروح نخبط من الغرفة. بصراحة أنا كثير الكريب عندي، وهذا شيء ما أحبه. فجسات عالي جدا بصراحة يعني، والهواء والرياح وكل شيء يعني جميل يعني في هذه الغرفة. لا بد من أن هنالك شيئا ما، فلنتبع الدم. هذا دليل على أن فيه شيء جميل. الدم دائما يدل على الجمال الله. طيب نشوف. لا اوكي، ما زلنا في الدم.
This is one of the first level that we created for the game, and it was initially part of the archives level, which we will reach in a bit. Amnesia started out with a pretty different design, and when we redesigned it, the maps did not fit. This caused us to split them up and scatter them out. So in the first design, after this corridor, the archives level was supposed to follow, and the room lying there now was built much later. In fact, the first designs did not have Daniel waking up with an amnesia at all, and it was actually added later on. In the first story map, Daniel still had hidden memories, but he was unaware of this at the start of the story. However, as we redesigned things, we found the waking up with amnesia thingy, although a bit cliché, much more fitting.
يا اخي ليه الصوت مرعبة؟ قفل الباب بس. تروش يا الماء الجميل. يا ارحم امك. قشعريرة. Oh my god. طيب بخرج. فهمت اخرج. واو ما سويت شيء بندس هنا. Okay. Woo!
Hi there, my name is Luis Rodero. I'm mostly the tool programmer, level scripter at times, and perhaps the main reason why the rest of the core team at Fictional Games is pretty much forced to speak English at our internal meeting, as I am the only non-Swede here. Now, what a Spaniard is doing with a bunch of Swedish guys is a whole different story we won't be discussing today. By the way, I will be talking mostly about tools and scripting. Hope you like it.
اوكي عشان تشوفوني بصورة افضل واوضح.
The editors themselves went through a lot of design changes during the development. Not that many in visual appeal as in internal stuff.
طب يقول لك يا دانيال اني ما اشوف شيء.
This happened mostly because at the beginning we only knew the basic stuff that needed to be in them, and as they grew in features and functionality, they started to kind of fall apart. Mostly due to my big lack of previous experience in projects like this. Right now, aloud, what the hell still sounds in my head when I look at some parts of the code, but I'm still proud of them. They can also get a bit buggy at times, but hopefully this won't happen again in the future. Okay. And I already got some nice ideas for the next iteration of the tools.
Great, it's my favorite. ما زالت الأصوات المرعبة في كل مكان وكل زمان. قطعكم انت العابكم مرعبة، ما تخلون شيء يعني. سبحان الله، يعني لازم الحركات طيب انا غدي. يا انا يا انت يا ذا الغرفة، لذلك تحددي من الحين. بصراحة وضعش مريب، وانا احب الوضع المريب، تعرفون ايش اقصد؟ اوكي بس ما زال الرجال مرعوب، يعني ما حلينا شيء، يعني ما زال الرجال خايف. في باب هنا وراء، لا اوكي في اصوات غريبة هنا. يا ما نشلها. اوكي الدم منا يروح. طيب ليه ما ينفتح؟ ما ينفتح. لا ما معي الا هذه. طيب انا اذكر ان فيه طريقة لذا الشيء. العالم اللعبة. اوه وش ذا؟ ابوك ياسوي، ابوك ياسوي. عقب. لا لا اوه ما انفتح. ما في شيء ناظر يمين يسار. سلام. هلو هلو. وما زالت حركات الالعاب الرعب، كل شيء يهتز ففجأة بام. طيب ليه الأصوات قوية يا أخي؟
Hello everyone, my name is Mikael and I'm the writer for Amnesia, The Dark Descent.
1839. Don't be God. What?
Welcome. That IL letter X our item inventory. اوكي عشان اعبي ال بتاع بنانا. طيب في شيء هنا مو معجبني. ايش ده؟ طيب hold on R and move right stick. اهلا اهلا اهلا. هلا والله ممر سري يا شباب. مرحبا. اكتشفت الطريق والمؤدي الى درب الهاوية. alright. انا اذكر الجزء ذا لاني اذكر اني قد لعبت هذه اللعبة. بس الاشياء الذهبية ذي شكلهم عشان مسوين على البلاي ستيشن 4.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking.
ما بروح منه.
Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
ايش ذا؟ كنيس. فيه يجري. زين فيه شيء يجري. اني بديت امتلك. نبغى له مفتاح. اوكي نروح عكس لابراتوري. انها اللابراتوري اللابراتوري اماتشوري الريكاردونين. I wonder اوكي اشتا الحمامة المخوضة. اشتا الخويش اشتا الخويش اشتا الخويش اشتا الخويش. فجأة طاحت حيود. طيب ما قلت لك ترع في وجهي. طيب خلينا نسمع حديث الرجال اللي كان هالمنج.
The particle editor is also a fine part of the tool bundle, and it is what we use to create particle effects for maps and events. We use particles to do nice effects like the flames in torches and the smoke that comes out from them. All we have to do is add one or more particle emitters, set up some parameters like starting position and speed, and all sorts of fadings in size, color, and speed. It's funny how you can simulate all kinds of effects with such...
In early concepts, this was meant to be a sort of wine testing room and directly connected to the wine cellar. The reason for the whole wine testing thingy was that we planned on having more laboratories in layer levels, so a lab here as well felt kind of strange. Then things changed and only one lab was left in the design, so we changed the name to laboratory instead. The whole wine testing facility that could make dangerous acid always felt kind of strange anyways.
Aquaforce.
Okay. What the fuck? Amnesia, so open this drawer, close. Wow, I'm so fast. كويس. ما ادري ايش جوهرة. One day I will return as a friend and I find myself in a terrible situation. All right. That's it. Okay. Okay. You're gonna need chemicals for 4 different chemicals are needed to continue. طيب في شيء من ذي يلمع. يمكن واحد من ذي. صب يا الذئب صب. ما يصب. كويس. لا ما قلت تحمل. ده الصندوق معوض. لا ترى قطيت أمنا أنت يا رعبك ذا. خلاص ما عاد أبغى. عيوني وجعتني. كنا وقف عند جزء معي من ذا اللعبة بيني وبينكم لأن راسي بدأ يعورني. بس في تخزين ما أدري في تخزين أو لا. نعم سيف أنت جزت صح. عقب من ذا اللي خط البرة. انا الخافي اللي خط عقبي يا بنادقي.
If you haven't followed our development blog back when it started, you might have missed one of the biggest changes in our production pipeline. 2 years back, we started a toolset side project to ease and speed up the creation of content for the game. I'd say the level editor, which is what we, or more specifically James, Mark and Marcus, have used to build all the halls and corridors you are working through right now, is the big start of the pack. Its workings in a nutshell: while all the models and assets are actually made in software like Maya or Blender, everything geometry-wise in the levels.
Later that is tomorrow.
Whatever. لا اللعبة النترات الصوتية لحالها هذا كل اللي بتعرفونه. ايه تجربة جميلة. واو جريت. تذكر عرفت ان تختبر اللعبة صح. طب انت تبحثون عن حل، انا بعطيكم الحل. ايش رايكم بالشيرت؟
Another piece of the toolset is the model editor, used to create the entities you are interacting with while playing. Basically, we take a model and set up some parameters like physical bodies, joints, and user-defined variables. We can also attach sub-entities to them, like lights, particle systems. When an entity is finally set up, it is ready to be placed in a level using the level editor.
Today,
Examples of entities here are doors, lamps, most furniture, critters.
This level was changed a lot, and I think it's one of the most tweaked levels that we got. Not only was it part of the big archives level that we had to split up, but it was also hard to get it engaging enough. The problem here is that we don't have any sort of fun mechanic that we rely on to make the game engaging. Instead, we rely on story, atmosphere, and environment. This is true for many other levels and the game as a whole, but these were kind of the one of the larger levels that we made, and also one that didn't have much puzzles and such. So when testing it, we quickly get bored with it, and we wanted to add more spooky events to spice it up. But then later on, testing proved that these events weren't that necessary, and we also felt that they were a bit lame and not fitting, so we decided to remove them. Then, the back part of the level, we wanted to make that a more linear experience, with the current player getting trapped and all, forcing the player to solve the destroy wall and find secret door puzzles. Previously, testers often missed that they can solve these puzzles. The level is now very different from the early designs.
History قفل. الرجال بدا يصير نفسية. بسبب الباب المقفل ذا. امنعونا من الردى، امنعونا من الردى، امنعونا من الردى. كنت هنا، اي كنت هنا. يا ولد من ذا اللي يجري؟ من هو عليه؟ ها؟ اللي قاله. اي زين.
When I started writing, I had only outlined the framework for the story and the first few levels in the game design document, so I ended up finalizing a lot of material for the first levels, and then when those were done, we planned out the last 2/3 or so. This had a funny effect since I had to not only cater to the story, but to stay true to the stuff I've written for the first levels. Usually you can go back and forth while writing and change things, but if you have already recorded voices, you really shouldn't because of the costs. So the first text really shaped the rest of the material in an interesting way, and made them matter in a way I hadn't thought about. I really like how this thickens the story elements as I am able to jump back into the material and keep using and reinforcing certain concepts. Agrippa is of course the most extreme effect of this method, which grew from a small reference to becoming one of the most important characters in the game.
مرحب. يلعن اصلك. جاه مساك مرة ثانية، جاه مساك مرة ثانية.
7th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Light. Yes. It is all about light.
Waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands.
Yeah, بنترن دبول ورجعت ورا وقمت من النوم من عذاب الحلم.
Endless deserts and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
تمام. العلم ما فيه نظرة فتحناها.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
اوكي فهمنا ولا فهمنا. في شيء لازم نحركه بس ما ادري وشو. بس دقيقة بالي حيد. بالي حيد. اريد حجر. لا ينفع. تعال تعال تعال. ايه ما نشوف يمدي أنا أكسرها. كفو. يس. الكتاب العظيم. أفا طيب شلون كيف افتح؟ هنا شيء. في كتاب أخير. طب منين اروح؟ يا سلام شدني بطل. كفو والله كفو. افتح. Hello? الصوت غريب ما عاد افهم. فيه صوت غريب. ما جاء عندنا غير ذا السياح. مفتاح شو بيفتح؟ مفتاح بيفتح الباب بس ما في باب مقفل. تذكر هي مسفارتين يعني ايش الباب اللي كان مقفل. اذكر في باب هنا بس ما بجي. خلاص عندكم ريح حرمنا وذا كفو.
This is one of the many hub levels in the game, and this is a design concept that we started out with in Penumbra. The idea is to give the player some freedom on where to go, but at the same time give a clear objective. In this level, the slime obstacle is a thing that the player needs to get past, and all other levels then have things needed to do so. The slime itself is one of the few puzzles left from the initial designs, and the one I'm probably the least proud of. Now that slime appears all around, it feels a bit forced that you need to have a potion on the slime. Many testers also complain that getting rid of the slime like
الساعة 5. I have to go after a while, guys. Okay.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
الباب بالعادة ما تقفل. ليه تقفل ذا المرة؟ ايش معنى ذا المرة تقفل؟
Is anyone there?
ما معي تنكر بق. شوف حتى الجيم علق.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
الصوت. ثالث الباب. enemy. أبصر. ايوه كفو. طب باقي ذا الحين كيف افتح؟ طيب لا السدام من هو كان بيستخدم عليه. يا الله. شوفوا استخدم الأسيد على البوابة الكبيرة صح؟ I think so. أكيد تحت يس ثاني تروفي يا سلام الريفاينري
dark in here. Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
İşte. في تحول عظام
I found my...
معناه بك تفضحنا جاه مغص جاه اسهال قلبي.
The end puzzle with the crank and pulley contraption was a tricky puzzle, not to create or on a technical level, but purely on a noticeable level. We added stuff to the puzzle perhaps 4 or 5 times because after each test session we kept having testers that did not see the piece of wood that you are to break to complete the puzzle. Originally you could only break it, so we added the option to pull it out as well. Then we added a faint light to draw the attention to it, and also tweaked the description of the crank. After that we added so that when you pull the crank there is a bit of dust falling from the piece of wood, and we also did a slight change in the angle of the piece of wood and changed the color and the texture, all to make it as notable as possible. So the question is, did you notice the piece of wood?
of June, yesterday. Smith.
This shouldn't be.
This level was first called Distillery, and if you check the data file it's still named as such. Now for some reason I told Mikke, our writer, that it was called Refinery, and the voiceover was recorded with the wrong name. Since it's easier to change a name than a piece of voice data, we had to rename it. I'm glad I said Refinery though, and not King's Hall or Grandma's Vegetable Patch. That would not have been as fitting.
طبعا ما راجعني راسي من اللعبة يا شباب. أشراكم على خير، لا تنسون اللايك والسب والشير. تحياتكم، معكم هي مسبارتين is out. Broadcast will end. Thanks for watching.